never getting on here saying I'm a preacher or I'm a saint. I'm a sinner that love God and that's trying to build a better relationship with God, get closer to God. And I don't care what anybody think of me. What I care is what God think of me. You know, we have our own personal relationship. And I am getting into the mode of going to church more, trying to go to church every Sunday. If I could go throughout the week, have that happen too. Because I do one day want to truly commit myself over to God 100%. So I'm kind of like in a, you know, I'm in the process of converting my life all the way over 100% to God. And I don't know about anybody else, but it's not easy as 1, 2, 3. It could be easy at the snap of a finger. But you know, like many other people, when you used to live in a certain way and doing certain things, you know, it's kind of hard to break old habits. So I'm trying to get out of the process, get into the process of breaking old habits of cursing, of doing all the things that is not like God. You know what I mean? Just, you know, doing things that I know that are not right. I'm trying to pray more. I find myself praying every day. I have not been reading my Bible every day like I said I am, but when I do think about it, I will open that Bible up and I will read some. You know what I mean? And I know that through God's grace and mercy, I will be where I want to be with Him. You know, I know that. I know, and I look at everything that He's doing right now in my life, and I thank Him for the peace that He's brought into my life, because I was in a very dark place. There were so many things happening in my life back to back, and I just couldn't understand why, and I just kind of like started condemning myself, like, well, I guess I deserve it. You know, maybe I've been mean. Maybe I'm not nice enough. Maybe I need to do more for this person. Maybe I need to be a better this person, be a better mother, be a better wife, be a better auntie, be a better daughter, be a better sister. You know, I'm just condemning myself, thinking about all the wrong things that I've done. And I know God is not like that. He is not sitting there looking at me and say, yeah, you deserve this to happen to me. No, He's not looking at that. He's not looking at the bad things that I have done or that I continuously slip up and do. You know what I mean? So I had to learn to stop condemning myself, making myself feel like I deserved the things that were happening to me, because I did not deserve them. You know what I mean? Nobody deserved to keep being hurt. Nobody deserved to keep feeling like they're being punished. Nobody deserved that. You know what I mean? And it's going to take me getting myself right, getting myself closer to God, to be able to get to a point where I'll be able to receive openly and abundantly the things that God is trying to bless me with in my life, financially, physically, mentally, and spiritually. You know, so it's like, I just tell God thank you. You know, I just tell Him thank you, because there were times when I almost let rage have me really truly ready to hurt somebody. You know what I mean? And to do something that will take me away from my children. You know what I mean? It's like, it's not worth it. It's not worth it, because you go and you do something to that person. That person gonna possibly still be living, and you gonna be in prison, and your children, who gonna have your children and your grandchildren? Who gonna love them? Who's gonna be there for them like you? Nobody. So that is the constant thing that I think about every time I'm thinking about doing something that I know will put me in a situation where it's taking me away from the people I know need me the most. You know what I mean? So I'm just learning to love me more, be me more, enjoy life more, love more, have more patience, have more understanding, you know what I mean, and just be more compassion, you know, towards people, you know, that don't know, you know what I mean, because it's a lot of people that sit and they, you know, it's a lot of people be mad because of your peace that you have. And I don't necessarily blame them. It's the spirit that they're carrying around with them. It's that demon, that spirit that they're letting ride on them. If they can only see that it's just a spirit, it's something that could come up off of you. That could come up off of you in the name of Jesus. That could come up off of you, and you will have a clearer understanding. You will too have that peace too. You know what I'm saying? Like, it took a minute for me to realize that. It took a minute for me to feel like I'm not being punished. It's just the things that these spirits I'm allowed to still live within me and ride on my back. But I got to shake them off so I can see better, so I can receive better. You understand what I'm saying? So I sit back and now I look at when I'm getting into that place where I'm feeling like condemning myself or just being like feeling rage, feeling angry. I just start praying and I just start talking to God. I get in that Bible if I have to, you know, and I pray. I prayed with Psalms 23. Psalms 23. I will repeat. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. No weapon formed against my mind shall prosper. No weapon formed against my peace shall prosper. No weapon formed against my physical shall prosper. No, you will not prosper with me. You will not prosper over my children. I'm standing in the need of my children today. You understand? I'm standing in the need of my grandchildren today. I'm standing in the need of my marriage today. I'm standing in need of my mother today. I'm standing in need of my sisters today. I'm standing in need of my nieces today. I'm standing in need of my nephews today, of my aunties today. You know? Like, oh no. He is, when the devil can't get to you, he starts trying to attack other things that are close to you, trying to break you. Trying to break you. If he can't get to you, he gonna get to something he know that's close and near and dear to your heart. And he try to destroy them or destroy that blessing. But you gotta speak over your life. That tongue, our mouth, is a powerful thing. It is a powerful thing. What we speak out. Listen here, let me tell you something. My mother is suffering stage 4 breast cancer. At the next light, turn right. My son is 4.5 years old. He'll be 5 in November. She was diagnosed stage 3 when I was like 4 or 5 months pregnant with my son, RJ, my baby. The last of the Mahegans. She was diagnosed standing baby. I boo-hoo cried like a baby. Because I knew that was the death sentence for my mother. I knew. I thought my mother was not going to be there for the birth of my son. The first son me and my husband was finna have together. I thought she wasn't going to be there. But let me tell you something. The doctors wrote her off. They said she had 6 months to a year to live. You understand me? And we saw her deteriorating. And it has attacked all over her body. It has attacked her brain. It has attacked her lung. It has attacked her bones. Her lymph. When it's in her lymph nodes, it's spreading everywhere. But let me tell you, God's grace and mercy. Just, what was it? About a month or so ago, in March, after her last radiation treatment, they told her she was going to have 5 radiation treatments. But God said 1, and she only had to have 1 treatment. That was a blessing. But after that, the radiation side effects started kicking in. She started having more seizures. She started getting more weakness and stuff in her legs, and then she was not able to walk at all. But let me tell you something how God worked. Today, this day in July, my mom walked from her room, which is the dining room of our house, to the living room. She have not walked since March. Do you hear me? Since March. But God is working on her. And when I tell you, my mom, her faith never wavers. It never wavers. She's always speaking positivity in her life. She's always saying, right now today, she's saying she's going to be up and driving within months. And I believe it. I believe it with her because I see the miracle that God is doing in her life right now. I see how he's blessing her. I see how he's touching her body and he's healing her.
Turn right.
I see it. Because I was at a point where I gave up and I started preparing my mind to say that we're going to be burying my mother next. But God said no. He said no. Her faith is what's teaching me right now in these moments that I'm in. And I thank God that my mother is living with me because Lord knows I need her faith here with me. With everything that I'm going through. I need her faith here with me. Her faith is teaching me something, y'all. It's teaching me something. It's teaching me a thing or two. Yes, it is. Because I was ready to give up, but my mom, oh my God, the type of faith she had. My mom has always been a prayer warrior. She has always been praying. Always have been praying. Always have been just saying the best out of in the worst case scenario. You understand me? And baby, I believe my mother is going to be walking soon. My daughter had a dream last night. She was going to be walking through the house, helping cook and clean up and get the kids ready and all this and that. And I believe that. I believe that dream is confirmation to what God has to come for her in her life. And let me tell you something.